Deep Weezy YouTube family. What's going on, people? How y'all day been? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me grab this water. Hold on. What up, though? Happy Monday. What's going on with y'all? Y'all been staying focused? Y'all been staying motivated? Hopefully everybody been staying focused and motivated. Because guess what? That's what it's gonna take for you to reach your goal. I'm kind of pulled to the side and working on some stuff. I said, let me come on live because I sent out a notification in the community section yesterday saying I was gonna be on live today. So I'm on live. Plus I still got some other stuff I got to take care of before I head out of town. For those who know, I'm headed out of town. So I got all the big stuff taken care of, just finalizing a couple things just to make sure I'm good to go. That way, the day of, I don't have to do absolutely nothing. That's the way I'm pushing it right now, y'all. So what's going on with y'all? Talk to me. Man, I'm telling y'all, it ain't nothing like water. Whatever y'all do, stay hydrated. But no, what's going on with y'all? Let's talk about it. What y'all need help with? Protein, carbs, fat, cardio. Y'all should know what y'all need to know for the most part. I broke down cardio, I think the last couple videos. That's simple. The nutrition is even simple also. You just got to make sure you put your go-tos in place. Like I say, in order to really lock and load this fitness lifestyle, the nutrition is key. And we don't need to be eating nothing that's just okay. We need to be eating stuff that's amazing, that's excellent, that's like really make our day. We can't stop thinking about it. That's the type of stuff we need to be eating. If we eating stuff that we iffy about or it tastes kind of bland, that's gonna make you miss the BS stuff that you shouldn't be eating. That's gonna make you cheat more with your meals if you're not eating stuff that you really value and you really savor. Like all of the stuff we eat should be savory, y'all. Seasoned. Of course, we ain't trying to go all crazy with the sodium, but when y'all season y'all stuff up, y'all can put as much seasoning on it as possible. Just make sure your seasoning don't have sodium in it. You add your salt to it. That way you can control it. That way you can put as much spices and herbs in it as you want. That's medicine. But when it comes to the sodium part, purchase your sodium separate from the seasoning. That way you can go as heavy as you want with the seasoning. Ain't nothing wrong with that because that's herbs. That's straight from the herb. But what you don't want to go heavy with is the sodium. Welcome to the live, y'all. How you pronounce it? Miriam. What's going on, Miriam? Perez. What's going on? Lahim. What is it? Lahim. What's going on, Lahim? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I hate butchering names. Yaziki. What is he talking about? Just talking about nutrition. Yaziki, just, telling y'all, making sure that for y'all fitness lifestyle, we really got to make sure that we got our nutrition in place. Because if it's not in place, you're going to have more cheat meals and more cheat days, which is going to be pushing your gains in reverse. We trying to go forward, not in reverse, y'all. Forward. So make sure y'all got y'all favorites that y'all like to eat when it come to y'all fruits. Make sure y'all got y'all favorites that y'all like to eat when it come to y'all carbs. If you don't like rice, don't eat rice. Eat sweet potatoes. If you don't like sweet potatoes, don't eat sweet potatoes. Eat white potatoes. Like, if you don't like this type of fruit, don't eat watermelon. Eat peaches. If you don't like peaches, don't eat peaches. Eat grapes. Just make sure you watch the grapes because they higher in sugar. So just make sure when you eat the grapes, you got your body moving, y'all. We never want to eat something that's high in sugar and sit on it. We want to use that spike for energy for that day, for that moment. That's how we want to do the higher in sugar type things. You can actually use it for a pre-workout because it's high in sugar. So you can eat it and then take that right into the gym. Make sure y'all take note of that. You can eat whatever is higher in sugar that's healthy and use it as a pre-workout to go right into the gym, y'all. That way you getting the best bang for your buck. You eating something that's savory, even though it's high in sugar, you using it as energy for a pre-workout just to give you this extra energy. Raphael, what up, though? How your day been, Raphael? Maryam, Yaziki. I'm from Turkey, so I can't understand what you're talking about. Shout out to Turkey. I've been to Turkey. I love Turkey. Turkey got the best, what they call it? I forget the oh man, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. But y'all got the best of whatever I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it right now because I got so much stuff on my mind. Turkey food is some of the best, y'all. If y'all don't know, y'all missing out. Shout out to Turkey. Shout out y'all city, state, and country. I like to know where the chat is from. I like to know where y'all located geographically. Where y'all at? Junior Ruiz. Hello. What up, Junior? If I eat something bad, I'll be a while active to burn it off. Yeah, that's how you use it. That's the best way to do it. And Raphael, it'll keep you out of that mind frame of knowing that I know I really shouldn't be doing this. Plus you sitting on it. So if you active with it, that'll take that away. You just want to make sure you don't get too consistent with it. That way, even if you don't burn all of it off, you got days to still clean yourself up with it, to get it out your system. Plus, you can get some gains before you do some bad again. I always say, before you do bad again, y'all, make sure you get rid of what you already done bad. That's the whole point. As long as you're doing that, you at least stay where you at, / still move forward enough to get gains. If you're not doing that, you're gonna just go in reverse completely. So we at least want to stay where we at versus we getting worse and we ain't moving forward. I would rather just stay where I'm at and then try to build off that and tighten up my nutrition and my gain after that. So yeah, anytime I eat something bad, I'm active, y'all. I get rid of the whole point when you eat something bad is to get rid of that shit as quick as possible, because it got your system going in reverse. It got your system acidic. It got your system running off sugar. You don't get gains off that, but it's a way you can do it if you stay active and you get to it. Run, lift, whatever you got to do to burn that up out of here, to get rid of that excess sugar out your bloodstream. That way your system can get back to running off of fat. That's the whole point, y'all. I'm from USA. Oh, shout out to you, Junior. Junior, where in the US? You in Texas? You somewhere cold? Like where's you at? Somewhere hot? Let me see. My gains are coming along pretty well. Yeah, Raphael, they gonna keep coming. Mostly everybody know what they doing wrong. Even if I don't even want to say mostly. I really want to say everybody usually know what they doing wrong, especially with the nutrition. I say at least for the most part. I actually go back to that and say for the most part. I say most of the people know what they doing wrong, because some people, they thinking they got their nutrition together, but they really don't. And like I always say, y'all, mostly everybody that's working out and got their nutrition together is really only a tweak away if them gains is not coming the way they want it to. It's really one tweak away, and most of the time, 9.99% of the time, 99.99% of the time, is guaranteed to be in the nutrition somewhere. Because the working out in the gym, how much do you really need to know? Most people can do a curl. Most people can do some shoulders. Most people can do some type of squat, even if it's body squats. Like really, the gym is just gonna tighten you up and burn some extra calories to really just to speed up the process and tighten everything up as you dropping weight or as you losing fat. But really, the nutrition part is way more complicated because it takes way more discipline than going to the gym. The nutrition is like 70 to 80%, y'all. Y'all get that together, y'all will conquer the world, I swear. So Ian, like this is what I always do. The last quarter of the year, y'all, always ended on a good note so I can go in the upcoming year even on a higher note. I always end the last quarter of the year so I can go into the upcoming year on even a higher note. That way I'm kind of hitting the ground running instead of just walking into next year. I'm actually running into next year because I'm already thinking not right now is next year. My last quarter of every year is like New Year. I don't wait till the new year. I don't wait till none of that type stuff. My New Year is whenever I feel like it, y'all, every single day. I'm just saying like that last quarter of every year, mentally I know the numbers is about to change. Like this 2025. In 3 months is gonna be 2026. So I'm taking a mental note to know, okay, every year I'm getting better. But I don't set New Year's goals. I just hit the ground running, whether it's in February, whether it's in July, whether it's in October. That's my New Year's, whenever I feel like it. Tomorrow ain't even promised. Why wait till a new year? Set those goals now. It's some type of goal that people saying, wait till next year, wait till tomorrow, wait till, no, start now if you can start now. Most of the stuff people be saying wait for, they can start now. And the longer you wait, the harder it's gonna get, meaning you're gonna procrastinate more. You lock and load and you go right into it as hard as you can. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like, it ain't gonna be easy because y'all gotta think, like, for us to get to this level, I'm trying to end it on a positive note and step into the new year and get better. Yeah, for sure. Oh, California, shout out to Cali. Shout out to Cali, Junior. That's what's up. Welcome to the chat too, Junior. I don't know if I ever saw you before, but welcome to the chat, man. We positive, we motivated, we energized, we keep it going, we don't make excuses. We just keep going with it. And we gonna do whatever we gotta do to get to our goal. And the best way to do that is to get rid of all negative energy out of your life, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's some girlfriend, whether it's a woman with a husband, whether it's a dog that's giving you a problem, whether you got your kids, your grandkids is giving you hell, they don't appreciate your value. Like, hey, y'all, we only live this life once. If you don't put yourself first, nobody else will. You got to put yourself first to be able to help others. One of the main things is you're going to have is health. That's number one. Health and your finances. Like, so that's why this health is big. You can't even pick your grandkids up if your back is messed up, if your knees is up. So this go past the physical. It's a mental, it's a spiritual, it's a financial. You know, all of that in one. It's all connected. You ain't going to be able to get up and get the remote off the table. You ain't going to be able to get up off the couch and go to the damn bathroom if your body is aching from head to toe. And most of that is going to be dealing with nutrition and how bad you done abuse your body over the years. That's why I tell people, look, we all going to face some type of health issue, y'all. We not denying that. But I'd be damned if I'm 40 years old and I'm out here moving around like I'm damn 60 because I got that many damn health issues going on. No. I want to be telling myself, and I'm going to be telling myself, damn, I look good for my age. Damn, I get around good. I move fast, y'all. I walk fast. I move. Just how I be talking, this how I move. Ain't shit slow about me. I get it in for real. I got a lot of energy. I'm highly motivated. And I've been like this since I was like 8 years old. I'm 46, y'all. So you think it's stopping anytime soon? I don't have no health issues. Not one. I ain't on no medications. None of that type stuff, y'all. I don't have not one health issue. Not one. So we just got to make sure we locked and loaded, y'all. We have to make sure we locked and loaded. The nutrition is number one. End the year on a good note, just knowing we going into another year. That way you got yourself conditioned mentally to know, okay, never get comfortable. I gotta always be turning up the heat. Yeah, you gotta always be turning up the heat. That's what it is. You should always, in our spare time, or when you at the market, look around if you got some spare time at the market and see what's what. Like, you know what? It's been a minute since I hear some apples. It's been a minute since I hear some honeydew melon. It's been and if that's your thing, but you ain't had it in a minute, that's the type of stuff that you need to have in your nutrition, y'all. It's been a minute since I had some strawberries. You know what? I can have them strawberries with this, this, and this, and that'll definitely tighten me up. I'm telling y'all, like, most of us is one tweak away from our gains. If you want the gains, you got to make sure the nutrition is right, because the nutrition is what's going to get you the gains. You want a bigger chest? That's going to involve nutrition. Protein, a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of calories overall. Like I say, you don't have to calorie count if you know you pretty much eating whole foods. It take a lot of the guesswork out of it, because the whole food is going to get you full quicker. And looking at the plate, you should know if you messing up or not. Look, all y'all got to do when y'all plating y'all food up is remember this. The protein is going to be the highest, biggest thing on the plate. So when you look at the plate, that should be the biggest thing taking up the plate. And then you got your fat source. Keep your fat source simple. That can be an avocado. Like mine is usually like one whole avocado just for the whole day. One whole avocado, and then I might do like not a handful, but probably about 2 pinches of walnuts for fat, like for my last meal. Because don't forget, my last meal, that's gonna be lighter than my first meal. But that first meal is heavy because that's the meal that I need for that whole day to keep me going until I get to that last meal. The last meal is just so I don't go to bed hungry, and to make sure that my body is getting the all of the macros that it needs. So all y'all gotta do when y'all plate it up, whether y'all got y'all steak for y'all protein source, y'all chicken, or y'all ground turkey, that should be the biggest thing on y'all plate. I'm about to show y'all how to plate it up again. That should be the biggest thing on y'all plate. The healthy fat, just keep it simple. Don't even try not to even think too hard about it. It can be one avocado for that day with a lighter something in fat later. Like mine is a whole avocado. Then I might do, like, I might reach in a bag of walnuts and go like this, and that's it. Because the bigger part of my fat was done earlier that day. So I'm just topping off my macros for that last meal. And then when it comes to the carbs, I'm about to tell y'all a simple way that you can never go wrong with. And this might help y'all with y'all gains. When it comes to the starchy carbs, the potatoes, the rice, the sweet potatoes, the best way to do it, y'all, is 1 cup per meal. So you got 2 cups. You just say eating twice a day. 1 cup and 1 cup. You good. That's for your starchy carbs. You good. Your simple carbs, which is your fruits, you'll just add those to each meal. You'll just add those to each meal, your simple fruits. Just that your last meal, if you're gonna do a simple fruit that's high in sugar, only way I would do it, especially if I'm not moving my body, is if I just came from the gym. Because that glycogen from that sugar, right? That fruit that you eating that's high in sugar, just say grapes. You eat that after leaving the gym, after using all that muscle and, working out those muscle, whatever. That high in sugar fruit that you about to sit on, it's gonna work for you because you restoring the glycogen back into the muscle. So that's gonna help with your muscle repair and all that type stuff. But you don't want to eat something high in sugar and sit on it for the end of your day. No, you don't want to do that. High in sugar, just keep in mind, high in sugar is when you active. Do the lower in sugar when it's the end of the day. Like watermelon or some berries, peaches, stuff like that. Do that at the end of the day. because it's lower in sugar. It's lower in sugar, y'all. The calorie content is better and everything. But just remember, high in sugar, keep that body moving. Dirty meal, keep that body moving. So a dirty meal means you need to be active. High in sugar means you need to be active. So that's the best way. And if you're eating high in sugar towards the end of the day, make sure that you just left the gym so you can restore that glycogen back into the muscle that you just used. So that it's going to be to replenish your muscles. Y'all got it? Real simple. All y'all got to do is stick to it. My stuff is always going to be simple. I'll repeat the same stuff. Most of the stuff, even in my fitness videos, it's the same stuff because that's the formula. Ain't no sense of naming and renaming all these big words and all the confusing people. No. Biceps, triceps, quads, lower back, chest, upper chest, lower chest. Those the words because that's what people understand. I don't have to say trapezoids and all this type stuff, quadriceps and all these other type of words. We know what it is. If I say traps, I'll say traps. It's simple. All this stuff is simple, y'all. All the machines and workouts in the gym is pretty much the same. It might be 50 machines in there, but it's going to be pretty much 2 machines that you can pick, and it's going to do what you need to do for your chest. Regular chest bench and then upper chest. And then, of course, you got the decline, too. So you got 2 or 3 benches, and all them other machines that do chest workout is still mimicking those 3. Upper chest, flat chest, lower chest. Some of them just might isolate the muscle better. I'm eating teriyaki salmon and basmati rice. That's what's up. That actually sounds good as hell, Raphael. That actually sounds good. Hey, Raphael, you ever mess with you ever mess with salmon croquettes, Raphael? Now, some of y'all might be wondering, like when I be mentioning rice. Now, keep in mind, I love rice. I actually love rice. I usually use it for a cheat day because I like to taste sweet potatoes and white potatoes better than rice as far as my starchy carb. That's why I say y'all got to pick what work for y'all. You know, some of y'all might like the complete opposite. I actually love rice. It's just that I like the taste of sweet potatoes and white potatoes better, and the benefits that's put in it, like the sweet potatoes is high in fiber and all this other stuff is added to it versus the rice benefits. So don't be thinking y'all like I don't eat rice. I actually love rice. We all grew up on rice, so I don't think nobody like literally not like rice. I love some rice, but usually it's for like a cheat meal. And then when I do eat it, it make it taste that much better because I don't buy it. So it's like I don't buy it from the grocery store. So when I get it from my cheat meal, it's like, man, whether it's yellow rice or whether it's rice and peas from the Jamaican spot on the cheat day. So don't get it twisted, y'all. I love some rice. We all grew up on rice. But when we was eating when we was growing up, we was eating the garbage rice. The bullshit rice, the cheap rice. I do like some. Hey, Raphael, them salmon croquettes, let me tell you how, like, I would do it now on a cheat day, but as far as fixing it, I wouldn't do it. But let me tell you, I fix it, but I'm about to tell you what I used to do. So what I'm about to tell you is what I wouldn't do since I'm in a healthier version of me on a regular basis. So when I was doing it, and I ain't think nothing of it, but I do the rice, a bed of rice. I fixed the salmon croquette. So of course it was what was the red salmon in the can? Red wild salmon, I think. The eggs, I think I used to put 2 eggs to 1 can. Salmon croquette. I mean, or the wild salmon in the pink salmon in the can. I think it was a red can. Pink salmon in a red can. I used to put 2 eggs to it, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe an egg and a half, something like that. And then I pre-cook the onions and the bell pepper so it'll have more of a softness into it, but not be too hard. So, and then I season it with regular seasoning. I told y'all the go-tos: onion powder, garlic powder, sea salt, pepper, and maybe it was something else. But those 4 kind of pretty much do it, y'all. Then I do what I do, right? fried. But I used to put a hint of syrup. Oh, man. And I used to have that biscuit on the side. Over with, y'all. When I tell y'all, that's why I came back now, because that's like a dirty meal, because just think what I just named. Biscuits, syrup. Other than that, the salmon croquette itself, that's all protein. Because it ain't like I'm using some flour or something. You don't need the flour to fry. You just mix it like this in your hand with the egg and with the seasoning, the onions, and the bell pepper. Throw it in the skillet, and then I was cooking it with olive oil, so that's a healthy fat. You know, I got omega-3s, a healthy, so that's a win-win. And that's something a person, you know what? I'm going to have to cook that. Because that's a go-to right there, Raphael. It just minus the biscuit, because that's bread. That's nothing but sugar. Other than that, Raphael, that's actually a winner. That's actually a winner, Raphael. That's actually a winner, because that's all protein right there. You got your protein, your carbs, and then you throw it in the skillet and fry it in some olive oil. You got your healthy fat right there. Now you just pick some other vegetable to throw it, maybe some broccoli or something, or some asparagus. That's a good one right there, y'all. My mouth watering thinking about it. That's a real good one, y'all. But y'all see what I'm saying? Like, the nutrition should be at its best. And salmon croquettes, to tell y'all the truth, I can eat that shit damn near every day like chicken. It tastes that good, y'all. It tastes that good. And when I used to put the light layer of syrup, that, what's they call it, the sweet and salty, the little, man, you can't beat no dish that got the sweet and saltiness to it. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Salmon croquettes, one of my favorites, y'all. One of my favorites. So y'all need to make sure y'all meals is like that. Y'all see how I just went into like a a certain type of comfort just talking about the food? Yeah, that's how we want to do it. Any questions on here, y'all? Any questions? Shout out to the chat too, man. Without y'all, it wouldn't be me. Without me, it wouldn't be y'all. We in this together, y'all. We in this together. And keep in mind, y'all, when y'all going to the next level, the way that process is, it's the same process for me also. So don't think it's like it's just you. And what I mean by that is, whenever you, don't forget, it took a lot of work for us to go from this to this to this. And here it is. We trying to get to this right here. And this to be perfect, because we still had that dirty, but we got it clean. I'm right here. If not, right there. I'm right up under it, y'all. Right up under. I got one more tweak. One more tweak, y'all. One more tweak. But the way it feel, y'all, when y'all going to that next level, it's supposed to feel like that. And what I mean by that is, usually, before you go fully forward, we talking about fully forward, y'all notice it's usually like a few steps back, or one step back, 2 steps forward. That's what I'll say. Before we go fully forward, it's going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Meaning, this process ain't happen overnight. So now you're trying to tighten up your nutrition even cleaner. So you're going to go through withdrawals. You're going to go through a few setbacks, meaning 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? You're going to withdraw. Like, you're going to go through well, I stopped eating this. Oh, I had one of them the other day. Well, I stopped doing this. It's been a month. I wind up grabbing one the other day. Yeah, that's supposed to happen like that. But look how far you came to even get it disciplined like that. So eventually, as months go by, you're going to be able to lock and load that. That's the process that you're going to have to go through. Before I get to the next level, I notice I always mess up. And I be knowing I'm messing up, but guess what? I don't feel bad about it, because I know how much discipline it took to even get to that, plus how much discipline it's going to take for me to get to the next level and stay at it. So sometimes I go into that dirty moment. Don't forget, we got to be building up like this, y'all. So as I'm going like this and I'm about to get to the next level, like it was always like, it never was just straightforward like this, y'all. With me, it's like this, just like this. Like I withdraw and keep going. Before you know it, I conquered all of this stuff right here that I was like, back, forward, back, forward, 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 back, back, forward, 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 forward. And then I conquered that level. I conquered that level, y'all. So it's natural, it's normal. Y'all gotta think, we talk about food. This stuff is highly addictive. Highly addictive, y'all. Highly addictive. Highly addictive, y'all. So it takes time. And guess what? Some people would never be able to get away from this addiction, y'all. They would never be able to get away from this type of addiction. Food. Never. I see people walking into the post office. I see people walking into fast foods. I see people walking to the stores and gas stations and all this type of stuff slumped over. I be driving and I be seeing people leaving out of Little Caesars with they hot ready and all this stuff, barely can walk. Going into the gas station, coming out the gas station, barely can walk. But they got a Snickers bar in their hand. I be seeing people out here walking past the gym, looking at it, but probably never step in that damn gym. I see people in the market, I look around, I see the buggies, and I'm like, man, this person look like that, and they still doing that? I don't see nothing changing no time soon. Hopefully it will, but we gotta be honest. Most of the time, they not. And when a doctor do prescribe them with whatever medication, all they gonna be telling themselves is, as long as I take my medicine, I'm good. Meaning, I'm going to keep eating whatever the hell I want, but I'm going to be good as long as I take my medication. I'm telling y'all, man, it's bigger than what the next. That's why people be hating. That's why people be side-eyeing. And then it rub off on a lot of people, too. I be seeing people around me bettering themselves. You have to. Because if I'm entering the room and I'm looking and acting the way I am and I'm carrying a certain type of energy, which is very high, and I'm able to hold all this stuff together, y'all. Y'all got to think I got a lot of business stuff that I take care of. I got to work on, and calls and emails, website, this, IRS, estate, you know, just bunch of stuff, y'all. So, and you seeing I'm in this type of shape, why I'm doing all of this stuff, it's mind-blowing, y'all. Because it take a whole lot of discipline, which is making a statement at the same time. I don't have time for no bullshit. I gotta edit, I gotta work out, I gotta go to the shop and get my nutrition, I gotta wash the dishes, gotta clean out the refrigerator before I can put the new food back in, because drippings from the meat didn't drip down, or some juice and drip down, or some fruit juice, or something that spilled over, or whatever the case is, right? I gotta clean up around the house, and I'm still able to get my nutrition and me looking like this and get my mind to a high level. The deeper we get into our nutrition and our healthy lifestyle, the more you're gonna wind up tapping into a whole nother part of your mind, y'all. That's why I be so passionate about this. You're gonna wind up tapping into a whole nother you, and you're gonna look back and say, damn, I never even thought this would be possible. Like, I'd never seen this coming. Like, I really see how far I came because I'm looking at other people who ain't thinking nothing of it, and at one time I was that. Mind-blowing, y'all. Now you confident, you got more energy, you feel like you more of a person or more of a somebody. The meals the meals start to seem like it's more of a spiritual type thing, because it's like, y'all can't tell me, like, it's just me, like, when I sit down to eat, it's not a highlight of my day. It really holds me together. It really gets me together. It keeps me mentally focused because I worked for that meal. I earned it. My gains is coming from this meal. If it wasn't for this meal, I wouldn't even be who I am. And all those nutrients and macros and micronutrients that's connected to this meal is what's getting me success outside of my healthy lifestyle. Now I want to start a business. Now I want to go do this. Now I want to go do that, because I feel if you can accomplish a healthy lifestyle, which is the hardest thing any human can do, you can accomplish anything. Any questions, y'all? Carbs, fat, protein, cardio, what y'all need, what y'all need help with, anything. My stuff is simple, so hopefully y'all should be locking and loading. I repeat the same stuff because it's simple, y'all. The answers are simple. Every time somebody asks me something, it's always gonna be simple. It's gonna go back to the beginning of time. Get my chest bigger. Do chest workouts. Go up in weight. Rest. Eat your protein. That's chest. You want to grow your chest. That's chest. Any questions, y'all? Because I'm about to get ready and finish up something I'm working on. I just wanted to jump on this live and holler at my people. It's your boy, D Weezy. We out. If y'all know anybody that want to be part of a positive community of people that's going forward and up, that don't make excuses, we just get to it, make sure y'all share this live. I'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.